Share with me, what are some of the common objections that you get from clients?
Pricing and, of course, time.
If Parker's in there with a $30,000 job, is it possible that there could be a competitor in there at $22,000?
So I just let them know. I get it. I understand. But I still don't tend to back down. I offer more value within the estimate.
Share with me, what are some of the other techniques that you use to get the client comfortable?
Absolutely. So of course it would be just their day, how they're doing, what they like. We can ask them if what's their favorite sports team. Are you all ready? Depending if it's the holidays, are you all ready for Christmas? Are you ready for Thanksgiving? I ask those important questions just to get to know my customer more in depth.
Okay, good. Mm-hmm. And then, so let's say you've got that guarded customer on the phone. Like they're doing everything to stay closed. How do you get them to open up? Like, yep, the one that's giving you the short answers. Yep, everything was great. The cover consultant was fine. Mm-hmm. Tell me what you do with that client.
Good question. I honestly just let them open up. Just let them talk. I do not talk over them. I let them speak so I can hear what their concerns are, because obviously there weren't any questions that were asked at the time of service that the customer needed. So I just let them open up, ask those important questions so we can get to where the customer was wanting to be in the first place. Mm-hmm. And that really helps. That really tends to help and let the guard down for that customer because he or she needed that. Definitely. Yeah.
And then what are some things that you're looking for that tell you that, okay, this is going in the direction that we want it to be going in? What are some signs?
The signs are if the customer is asking multiple questions, if it's financing questions, warranty questions, when can we install? That's the number one right there. When can we install? They really want to make sure that they can get this done right away. And we are next day installs. Mm-hmm. So those important questions, definitely.
Yeah. And I would love it. If I was a recovery agent, I'd love that. If every client said, hey, Casey, when can we get this installed? Mm-hmm. It's getting that client to that point that I want to dig in a little bit further with you, because that to me is where the magic is. What it sounds to me like you're saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, is you're wanting to get the client to talk. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know you said that you're asking them questions, but is that with the intent to get them to open up? Because you said those words, like get them to open up. Am I tracking you right there?
No, you're right. Absolutely. Because if they don't speak and let you know what they want, you don't know what they want.
Right.
You have to get them to open up so you can get those key points and either enter them into the estimate or do what you can do on the back end for that customer. Mm-hmm. I'm going to help all the way around any way that I can. So as long as if you can help me, I can help you.
I've heard you mention something in the past about what your job is. My job is to help you to get this project across the goal line. Share that with me. It's so beautiful. You've shared it on a prior call with a bunch of sales recovery agents that we had. But take me through that and what you say to the client to just get them to feel comfortable that you really are on the same page.
Absolutely. So of course, after we gone over the financing, the warranty, the type of system they want, and they're just not ready to go at that current time, I let them know it's okay. Take your time. I will be here with you through to the finish line.
And when you say that, what do you mean? I'll be here with you through the finish line. What does that mean?
Absolutely. So it's a process. We're in a race, a winning race, right? To invest in their home. They want to invest in their home. They want to add more value to their home. So with that being said, from start to finish, from the start of this conversation to scheduling your install system to after you install your system. If you have any more questions, please do not hesitate to give me a call because I am here with you through to the finish line.
And are you giving the client your number to call you, even after the install?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
I actually put it on the top of my estimates under our estimate details. I'll put my direct office number, my work cell number, and my direct email.
Casey, I think I've even heard you offer to review multiple estimates with the client to help them make a decision.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. From other companies to compare and contrast. Absolutely.
Now, when I heard you do it, it was because I got to sit behind you and I was in Parker. You were doing it with a retail lead. Do you do that with all of your clients?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
So share with me, what are some of the common objections that you get from clients, and how do you handle those?
Absolutely, Kevin. Pricing.
Yeah. Parker's definitely not the cheapest, right? Probably the premier provider. They're probably the most expensive in the marketplace, I would say, maybe. Mm-hmm. When I say the most expensive, probably the initial investment, but the long-term investment. I'll let you answer. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Pricing and, of course, time. But the number one objection definitely is pricing.
Okay.
On a daily, we want to make sure that the customer is comfortable with pricing. We see the big ticket number,
so
right? Because
give me
that's
an example,
all we
like
see.
a 25 to 30, let's just say a $30,000 job.
Absolutely. So if it's $30,000, I totally understand. It's a huge investment. Mm-hmm. We do have a program where we can actually break this down for you, if you don't mind me going over that with you, so we can make this affordable for you, because we do understand. So then I tend to go over all of the payment options. I break it down with our net investment, which is what you were stating, Kevin, with finding out what they want their energy efficient monthly bill to be, what they want their minimum monthly payment to be with financing. And then we calculate that, divide it, and then we break it down so that way they can see what they're paying on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. So it tends to help, definitely.
Yeah, and I would imagine if Parker's in there with a $30,000 job, is it possible that there could be a competitor in there at $22,000?
Absolutely.
And does that bother you? Does that bother you at all, or how do you handle that when there's that big discrepancy?
Of course, it could be hard sometimes, to get the customer, to the finish line. With that being said, because of the big price increase between the two, so I just let them know, I get it, I understand. If they choose to go the other way, I let them know, yes, we're still here for you if you do need anything. But I still don't tend to back down. I offer more value within the estimate. So if it is warranty, if they're just giving 10 and we're giving 15, I'm going to add an extra 5 years on your warranty. I'm going to add that value. Mm-hmm. And what I've actually tend to been doing lately is adding a surge protector on the system. A surge protector will protect your investment against any electrical fires or shocks. And then I let them know the value of the surge protector. And I want to offer that to you for free. Mm. If you can help us fill in the gaps, definitely, we'll get you going.
So I think there's some genius here. What I just heard you say was we want to add at times some value added items, a surge protector, 3 to 5 years of additional warranty. Maybe even if you've got the flexibility or to add an air scrubber, you're talking about you are able to add some value added items that you've been authorized to give, correct? That you've been authorized in order to be able to bring it across the finish line. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I love that idea. I love the idea of value-added items that don't have a lot of labor attached to them, correct? So it's
No,
not
sir.
it's not going to cause the job to go into 2 days if it was originally a 1-day job, or if it was a 2-day job, the stuff that Casey gives away is not going to cause it to go to 3 days, correct? I'm sure that's
No, you're right.
yeah. And so
Yeah.
how do you
It's one full day.
go ahead?
Oh, it's just one full day. It's
Yeah.
with the install. Hmm.
And so do you have a list of value-added items that your company, that Parker has given you, that you're allowed to be flexible with? Or what's that list look like?
Absolutely. So it's in our pricing book, of course. There's a breakdown. And yes, we do, of course, always get permission from our managers to make sure we can offer what we're offering. But yes, it's right there on the estimate. We're able to just hit added service, see what task code we can add. And then, of course, after it enters in on the estimate, it adds the value.
What I love there is you're adding more value for the client, so they're getting more without having to discount price.
Yes, sir.
You know what I also heard? I heard you say, if you can help us fill in some gaps. Will you?
Yes.
We don't give them something for nothing. Will you explain to our listeners what that means?
Absolutely. Yes. So basically, if I'm in my mind, if I'm going to do something for you, I'm helping you out. Can you help me out, please? That's all I'm asking. So it helps. It really does.
Your $9 million in sales that I mentioned has everything to do with you staying in the office.
Yes.
Give us an idea of what a typical day looks like.
Honestly, I start my day the night before.
What are some of the other techniques that you use to get the client comfortable?
Are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready for Thanksgiving?